The first watch night service in 1862 can be traced back to gatherings also known as Freedom's Eve. On that night, black slaves and freed blacks came together in churches and in private homes all across the nation, awaiting for January 1st, 1863 to become a reality, because it was on that day that they would indeed receive their freedom. The Emancipation Proclamation would become law. My name is Dennis Ogelsby, and we're discussing Freedom's Eve, or more importantly, what we know as the first watch night service. It was at the stroke of midnight, January 1st in 1863, when blacks freed and enslaved everywhere fell on their knees, began to praise God and celebrate that they were finally free. And blacks everywhere, after a century later, still gather in churches and in homes to anticipate and remember what God has done and to anticipate what God will do in the coming new year. Services usually start somewhere around 7 or 9 o'clock, and they end just after 12. But people spend the time thanking God for how God has kept them and how God has brought them to another year. They remember with glad hearts what God has done, and they anticipate with loving hearts what God will do in the new year. And this is still a celebration that we carry out today. Some people come to church at first just to visit, but when they get involved in the service, they can't help but make it an annual event. What a wonderful way to start off a new year, by celebrating what God has done and anticipating what God will do.